everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carr's Raiders going up against McCarron's Bengals. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Carr to throw on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Carr now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led by a former national champion at Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
One thing I don't think you ever have to worry about when A.J. McCarron gets an opportunity is confidence and belief in self. He has it, and he utilizes it very well, carrying it out onto the field and leading his team.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
On second down, Hill. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's McCarron on third. And that's caught by Tammy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop. For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And his 2 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe. Yeah,
if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill in the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017. You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things, but if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on fourth down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all. But you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
Right.
Totally missed it.
And they'll run it here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They run a draw here on second down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The best time to call a draw when you think it's going to have the most success is usually after you've thrown the ball a bunch of times and had success that way, where they think that, here comes another pass play. All they want to do is get to the quarterback, and then you pull him and hand it to a runner, and he slides by, usually for big yardage.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On play action, it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Eric Weems back deep to return it. An even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
McCarron now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Fresh set of downs here. Hill. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. They run it again with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the eye. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Tammy's got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill down to the 25. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
On is Mike Nugent for the Bengal field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to.
They pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. We get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for else.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the receiver. 3rd down here.